So what stands out? And I'm going to point you toward quarterback first and foremost, because that's obviously the point of interest in regards to, is this guy possibly the guy of the future?
I mean, Tyler Van Dyke has skills. He does. Through the first half, however, he was 5 for 15 with 2 interceptions. And let's see, 12, 16, 26, 49, 5 for 15 for 49 yards and 2 picks in the first half. That's no one's kind of good enough. And whether it's not calling the right plays, whether it's not giving the right route combinations, not using things that he's good at, also not getting helped by the offensive line, not getting helped by the run game, because Cam Harris played in this game and then got sustained his season-ending injury. Jalen Knighton, in this game as well. But in the second half, things started to go a little bit better for Tyler Van Dyke and everything up until, the last throw of the day, which happened to be the game-losing interception on that RPO. But you started to see the ability to push the ball down the field a little bit. You saw them go to that smash concept, which I talked about before, that it makes life easy for a quarterback. When you have a high-low read, which is what smash is. You run a corner route by one, and you have a curl or a stop or a Z out or whatever underneath that. And you're reading it high-low. And it's funny, I went to a watch party with some of my friends, which is why I did not write The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, because we stayed there and we drank a lot. And I had to work on something, whatever. But they're like, oh, no, he has to look him off. He has to look him off. While you're reading a high-low, I can be looking the same direction. You know what I mean? And then I'm looking and seeing, okay, is he going or not? Because if the corner sinks, then I throw short. And if he doesn't, then I throw. But I don't need to. It's not going to be this kind of progression. When I have a 2 route, probably 3, because you could have a check down underneath the smash. But you finally run a concept that he's good at. Finally, and again, I spoke about this last week's show. The only touchdowns he had thrown through last week, through the last time Mark and I were here, came on smash routes, on that combination. So why are we not running any of that or leveraging that in the first half? Why are we, again, having to go to the second or to the halftime for adjustments to finally get something going? But when we did, Tyler got it going, and there are some things to like. He does maybe trust his arm a little bit too much because he does have a big arm. He, is a freshman, and freshmen are going to make freshman mistakes. Second year, super freshman, first year, whatever. You're going to have freshman mistakes, and you get that sometimes. Also, you're not aided by Carolina coming up with a very ingenious scheme from the linebackers on the RPOs, where basically they just ran to the line of scrimmage and stopped. And that's why that third interception got thrown. Now, they saw something on film, right? So when I used to play baseball in high school, we saw something on film for Summer League, that there was a team and they would not just kind of go off of first base and take like the secondary lead. They would turn like they were running to second and chop their feet. So it comes to the 9th inning of the championship game, and we pitch out, throw behind them, and pick them off because we'd seen this or we played them before, so we knew that this was their tendency, right? Similarly, North Carolina saw on film that on the RPOs, the running backs were not finishing the run. When you got the guys, you remember the old, wishbone wing tee when they all ran with their arms like this, and they would just run, and you didn't know who had the ball, but they would finish that fake. And it's the thing where you see the quarterback, okay, hand, and then, okay, I motion the throw, and sometimes it'll catch the camera operator, but that's finishing your fake. Miami's running backs did not finish the fake. They did not run all the way through, particularly Jalen Knighton, and Cam Harris gets injured, Jalen Knighton's in the game. So you figure, okay, if you run an RPO with 4, he's going to stop. And if he stops, as the linebacker for Carolina, you stop. Because why? They're trying to bring you up and throw the slant behind you. So don't run into him. Don't go for the quarterback. If your guy stops, you stop and jump. And that's exactly, go back and look at that last interception. Jalen Knighton goes halfway through, okay, and stops a yard behind the line. The linebacker steps up into that gap, stops. Tyler Van Dyke assumes that there's going to be a collision that never comes because this film study caught them on the other side, and he throws the interception. I guarantee you Carolina saw it on film. It happened more than a couple times with those passes. They got knocked down by linebackers in that intermediate between the first and second level of the defense. So that's something that obviously is an area for improvement for both Tyler Van Dyke and the running backs at Miami, going through the fakes of the RPO. And, you know, hey, maybe you dial up a double move off of it or something else. You do other kinds of things with it too. But there are traits to like and things that maybe, you know, 5 for 15 in the first half with 2 interceptions. That's a whole 30 minutes of football. You know what I mean? And that's not necessarily great. So I've long been a proponent for Jake Garcia, who is another injury. Guy's missing games because of an ankle. You know what I mean? As Miami's quarterback of the future. I still stand with that, but there are some things to like if they go in Tyler Van Dyke's direction. More development will be needed by him and the offense that is supporting him, both in terms of scheme and in terms of personal performance by all of the players on the field moving forward. But he's not – Tyler Van Dyke is definitely not a get him off of my team, he can't play here person. I just think that I personally would like to see what happens with Jake Garcia of the two.